Hi there. In this exercise, we'll go through the basics, basic correction effects on how to fix audio. But before we go there, just a reminder: the best, easiest, cheapest, fastest, most effective way is to remove the unwanted uh, background noises or kind of errors in the audio is to make a test recording. So pay attention to the surroundings where you're recording the audio, uh, so that you don't have any external background noises, the street or the PC or refrigerator or air conditioning, all kind of noises uh, that kind of interfere with good quality pure audio. If you're using a uh, mobile phone microphone records, it takes a lot of background noises there. So remember to keep the uh, phone close to your mouth, not too close because it picks up your breathing also. If possible, use external microphone. I have several external microphones recording this there. Uh, any kind of external microphone is, I would say, is better than using just microphone of internal microphone of your laptop or mobile phone or whatever. So make a test recording, for example, 5 seconds or 10 seconds of just recording the background noises, and then speak for, let's say, another 10 seconds with the normal voice, so you can get the distance to the microphone and you can get the background noises on the same file. Then stop recording, take the file to the PC, open it and listen to it, and try to find what kind of errors there are. And when you're listening to the audio, use good quality headphones. Don't rely on laptop speakers or any other bad quality headphones, because it's really important to listen and hear what kind of errors you have there in the audio, if you have them. And then think about what they are, remove as much as possible. If you have to change the recording location, for example, if you don't have anything on the walls or on the floor, you could also get echo there. So you need some kind of soft things to preventing the echo. So think about what kind of external noises you have on the audio, how to remove them. Do you have to change into another location? Do you have to take the microphone closer, farther? Your mobile phone, how does it work? Change with different approaches there, because that's, like I said, that's the easiest and fastest way to get the good quality audio. So you probably have to spend like 5 minutes to do that. But if you record all the voiceovers, all the things you need, and then go start editing and say, okay, there's problem with all the files, then you spend hours of fixing that. And fixing is always a compromise, because the audio is not that good, even though you use the best audio effects on software. So that's the main thing. Focus on good quality audio and spend a little bit time doing that. Okay, but now let's go to the Audition and start doing the basic editing stuff. There's one file there that we're working on. There are several different errors there that we're using the basic effects on Audition to correct the errors. So Audition is like that. So basically all the files you get, they're on top left there. Editor, that is the big section there. There's the media browser and effect rack there on the left. So on the effect track you can add effects or use presets. You can adjust the input and output volume, and also the dry wet setting, how much you have the original sound and how much you have the effect there. There's a history on top. There's audio levels. Then you can take all kind of external windows there, just window, and those are on and off. So if I take, for example, phase analysis, so it opens the window there, and if I don't want it, it takes too much space or I don't use it, so I'll just click it again and take it away. Okay, so I'll just open the file. We're gonna work file open, audio editing 1 material, and there's a file there, about 55 seconds. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different kind of audio. In all the files, there are different kind of problems that we're gonna fix using the basic effects on the Audition. And like I said before, if you spend time before recording avoiding to fix these, it's always the best solution. But now we have the errors, so let's start working with them. So let's take the easiest one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one here, around 30 seconds is the one we're gonna fix first. If I wanna zoom in or zoom out, there's this narrow box on top, so I can drag in, take it smoother, drag it left and right to get a more precise view on the selected audio. If I double click it again, it goes back to the full file. Or I can scroll with my mouse, so if I scroll up, it zooms in. If I scroll down, it zooms out. There's also the red line there and blue setting there, so it's the current time indicator. So if I put it there in the middle of that audio we're gonna fix and zoom in, I can just find a little bit, find out where I am. If I want to listen, so it's spacebar is play and stop. You can use JKL. So K is stop, K is forward, J is backward. If I press 2 times, it goes double speed. If I press 3 times, it goes triple speed. Or I can just drag with my mouse. That's also one way of doing that. So spacebar, JKL, mouse. If I want to go to the beginning, home, and if I want to go to the end, it's the end button. So those are the basic buttons that work both audio and video. So 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth audio there, around 30 seconds. So the problem is that the middle section is harder, the louder than the first and the last section. So the easiest way of correcting audio is I'll just select with my mouse that one, and the audio button is audio volume is there. So I just press and drag right until the peaks of the audio is the same than in middle section. I can do that again with the last part of the audio. Again, I select that one, and from the amplitude or volume setting, I just drag right until the levels are approximately the same, like that. And now the audio is on same level. I can also add some preset audio there. So I'll just select all the file from 28 seconds to 40 seconds, and then I go to the left, there's an effect track section and presets. So I open the presets, and you can see there's about 30 different kinds of preset effects there that are a combination of several effects. So there's a nice way of using these one. But what we want on this audio, let's listen to that one first before we use the effect. So if I go to 28 seconds and listen to the audio.
Most importantly, you need to maintain good backups of your data.
So it's basic audio recording. I select that one again and go to the presets, effect tracks presets, and you take the radio announcer voice. There's also a podcast voice, but let's take the radio announcer voice. Click that one. So on the effects dots, there's a multiband compressor, equalizer, and hard limiter. So it uses 3 different kinds of effects there automatically and enhances the audio. We can also change all the settings on those effects. Let's change, for example, the hard limiter settings. So I'll double click the hard limiter. It opens the settings there. So let's take maximum amplitude, it's minus 0.1. So in digital scale, 0 is maximum. The audio breaks if it's higher than 0. So let's change the maximum amplitude to, let's say, minus 3. Like that, and then let's close that window. If we have this kind of preset thing, we have to apply it. Now it's only the kind of preview mode. If I want to apply that, all those 3 effects into the audio file, I just go to the effect track, go a little bit down, and press apply there, like that. And if I listen to the audio now, it's pretty much different than the original one.
Most importantly, you need to maintain good backups of your data. If all your precious...
So it's now more like radio announcer, as it should be. Okay, let's go back and start with the first one. So the first audio here. So there's 2 kind of problems there. You see there's the hissing thing, and then the cracks, just like from the old record. So I'll just select this one and effects, noise reduction / restoration, and there's this thing called automatic click remover. So there's presets also if I want, so it's light, medium, heavy. There's a threshold how fast the effect starts and how complex the clicks and hisses there are. So I'll just take the threshold to like 15 and complexity to like around 40. And if I want to listen that before I press apply, I can see there on the bottom of that effect window there's the green power button, so the effect is on. I can press the loop button and then press play. So I can just hear the difference with or without the audio. Let's just press close. Let's use a different effect here. So the basic working process with all the files is the same. So first we select the audio, the area we want, then we take the effect we need and change the settings, and then press apply. So with this file, you see there on the start of the file, there's a little bit section, you should always, when you start recording, leave like 1 or 2 seconds before you start to speak. That way, if you have the background noise there, you can hear it. For example, here on the first second, before the music starts, there's a little bit of just background noise, and we can use that one. So I'll just select and all the background noise, not the music, but about half a second from the start. Then I go to the effects, noise reduction restoration, and there's the noise reduction process. So this removes all the excessive noise there. And first we must do is capture noise print. That's why we selected only the background noise. So I have selected the audio in the beginning. I just press capture noise print. Now it's capturing. Now I can select the full file I'm fixing. So from 0 to around 5 seconds. And then with these files, I can just choose what I'm doing here. So the basic thing is the noise reduction. How much what's the level you're reducing, and reduce by how many decibels. So let's put these reduced by, let's say, 20 decibels, and noise reduction, let's put it to like 80%. And like in the previous effect I showed, we can listen to it. So on the bottom left, I have the power state on green, I have the loop, and then I can press preview, and it sounds pretty nice. So I'll just press apply, and if I take a look at that from the beginning, all the background noise is gone, but we still have those clicks there. So I select that one again and take effects, noise reduction restoration, and automatic click remover. And we can take medium reduction and press apply. Now the click should be gone. Like that. Really nice, really simple way of doing. We use do basic two basic effects there. So noise reduction and click remover. The next audio from 7 to 13 seconds. There's those clicks and pops, and there's also the automatic effect we can use to remove those. So I'll just select that part from around 7 seconds to 13 seconds. Then I'll take effects, noise reduction restoration, and there's this thing called, let me find it, click/pop eliminator in the middle there. So what it does is it creates another file there, and so the top one is original, and the bottom one is kind of the fixed audio. And on these presets, you have some basic things. So there's old record, quiet radio, medium amplitude audio, hiss and lot of clicks, constant hiss and crackle. So with this one we can just choose hiss and lots of clicks and press apply. And most of them are gone. You can still hear a little bit of those cracks there, but if you want them, you can just work with the settings on the effect and remove them. Okay, the next one. Next one is there's also you can already see one of the problems. Well, basically the biggest problem is there's this humming noise or electric noise. And we can do remove that one the same way we did on the first audio part. So I'll just select from 21 seconds to 22 seconds. There's this section with only the background noise. I select that one, and let's take the same effect we used previously. So effect, noise reduction restoration, and noise reduction process. Again, same thing, capture noise print, we have that one. Then I just select the area where I want it, so from 15 seconds to 22 seconds, and I can listen to it.
It removes the fundamental frequency of the...
Yeah, it sounds pretty nice. So actually I don't have to do anything. We use the same settings as before, so noise reduction around 80% and reduced by around 20 decibels. And then press apply. And again you can see the background audio is gone.
It removes the fundamental frequency of the hum, whether 50 or 60 cycles, and the harmonics.
The alternative way of doing this is there's another effect. So if I take effects, noise reduction / restoration, there's this dehummer. It also takes away the humming audio. Or actually there's third one. So if I go to, if I remember where it is, just a small second. It's on amplitude and compression. There's the, no it's not. I forgot where it is, just a small second. Ah, there, filter and EQ. There's this called notch filter. So that way you can use notch filter to remove different kind of background audio with a small only that are not white, but they're only on a small part of the audio frequencies. Okay, next one. They're on around 24 seconds.
It removes excessive sibilance.
To remove excessive sibilance. So some people have this S. So if you wanna, you're not gonna get rid of that one, but you can turn it down a little bit, and there's a de-esser effect for that one. So I'll just select that file and take the effects, amplitude and compression, and there's this effect called de-esser. When I open that here, it basically, it depends on who's speaking and on what frequency is the S sibilance. So my voice is really pretty bass, so it's much lower than, for example, if some female speaks, it's much higher, or the person talking here. So again, this is pretty simple. If I take a presets, there's a female voice, male voice de-esser, but we can do it manually. I know where it is. So threshold is let's put it a little bit lower. Let's put it to, let's say, -20. Central frequency, where you want it, it's about 9500. And how wide is the frequency where the S can be heard? Let's put that one like 7000 Hertz. And we can just, effect is on, loop play is on, I can just...
It removes excessive sibilance. It removes excessive sibilance.
So you can see the gain reduction.
It removes excessive sibilance. It removes excessive sibilance. It removes excessive
If you want more removed,
removes
just
excessive sibilance. It removes excessive sibilance.
put the threshold into a bigger value. So if I put it to -40 or something, it removes more. I can change the center frequency and find if I find it better, and also the bandwidth, how narrow or wide that is. So I'll just put it to -50. The threshold, center frequency 9500, bandwidth 7000, and then press apply. So they are still there, but they are lowered down quite a bit. Okay, the next one we already done that. Then there's two more in 34 seconds. There's this music, and you can hear the cough there in the middle. And the cough is really difficult to remove because it's on all frequencies. It's in the middle of audio, so you can't cut the audio or just lower down some basic frequencies like we did before. But there's a way also of doing that. So I'm going where the cough is. It's around 44 seconds. So I take my time indicator there. I zoom in a little bit so I can see it more clearly. Then I go to the spectral frequency display. So on top of their waveform multitrack, next one to the right is show spectral frequency display. I press that one. So it changes. It shows the frequencies, and you can see the different colors there. And you can pretty clearly see where the cough is, around 44.7 seconds. You see the disturbance in the force. No, sorry, bad joke. But you see there's the cough, and it's kind of different from the rest of the audio. And we can try to fix that one. We have basically the same kind of tool we have on Photoshop. So spot healing brush tool. So what it does is we select the area, and it kind of removes the area and kind of takes the areas around it. So it kind of disappears in the middle. To do that, the important thing is to remove only the cough. So spot healing brush tool is there, the bandage, and you also have the size. And the size has to be just the size of the cough there. So it depends on your zooming, but this is too big, so I have to take it a little bit smaller. So you see the cough there in 44.7 seconds or 44.8 seconds. It goes from the low section all the way to the about 8K. So I only have to do one channel. So I'm going there. I just press and drag. So there's this white thing coming, and I'm trying to remove all the cough and then release. Okay, I can already see that not everything is gone there, but it should be a lot quieter. You can still hear it, but yeah, it's really difficult to remove, like I said, but you can tone it down a little bit so it doesn't bother you that much. Okay, then we can close the spectral frequency display, press that button again, and then we should have only one file left there. Yeah, so now we can go to the fun part, the last one, the auto-tune part. Well, basically it's not the auto-tune, but it's basically same thing. So there's this audio. If you listen to that several times, it stays in your head. So be careful.
I'm not afraid of where she'll take me.
So it's not it's in wrong pitch. So you can fix the pitch manually or you do it automatically. So let's select the last file, so from 49 seconds to 55 seconds. And there's a really nice effect on fixing the pitch. So effects, time and pitch, and automatic pitch correction. There's also the manual pitch correction, but let's use the automatic one. So it opens. So basically what you have the scale, major or minor, and you have the key, all the keys you have there. And then you have the attack, when it goes out of pitch, how fast it attacks the audio and how sensitive it is. So how it corrects. So what we want to do, if you don't know what the scale or key is, the easiest way of doing that is to use from the scale, instead of using major or minor, take chromatic. So it selects, it finds the kind of the right tune automatically. Again, we can check that one. So attack, let's put it 2 there. Sensitivity, let's like 150. Then we have the on the bottom left, power is on, loop play is on. Then we can preview play.
I'm not afraid.
And you can see from the correction how much it kind of corrects the audio.
Of where she'll take me.
If I put the sensitivity higher, it corrects more.
I'm not afraid of where she'll take me.
And also if I put the attack value higher, it attacks faster and
I'm not afraid.
It corrects more. So that's pretty easy way of correcting pitch. Chromatic is the simple way of doing it if you don't know the scale and key. Actually, we can use the right key, so it's minor and minor D.
Of where she'll take me.
I can just press apply and it should be okay now.
I'm not afraid of where she'll take me.
Like that, that was the last one. Now if we want to save this file, I just click there to get the full file on overview there. Then I'll just take file, save as, save it with a different name, audio editing material, final. Location, where you want to save it, format. If you're want a good quality audio, use the Wave PCM, which is the basic audio. PCM is pulse code modulator. It's a way it kind of saves the file. If you're working with a Mac, it's IF, or you can use MP3 or whatever you want to use. But I recommend to use the Wave PCM. That's the really good quality audio. Sample type. So if you want the CD audio quality, it's 44,100 Hz and stereo and 16 bytes. But we can use 44,132. It's a little bit quality is a little bit better. And then just save. Press OK and it is saved. So that was the kind of how to work with the basic effects on Audition. It's not difficult. The problem is that there are so much different options to choose, and if you haven't done any audio editing, the terms and kind of the process could be a little bit difficult. But the audio editing itself is pretty easy. So let's continue with this one. Bye.